Now, could you imagine this past campaign if you had the financial support and the support system from Rural Caucus to equal or match what Dr. Reed had done?
Oh, yeah. Think
She would have
about
broken
it.
50% easily.
Think about the impact that that would have, not only for my campaign, but the
Mhm.
other 26 candidates that are running in rural red districts. It's just a shame. And so I know people think, well, I didn't win my election on November 4th. Well, you can't flip a seat that has been neglected. Since 2011, my opponent had not had a Democrat run against him. You are not going to snap your fingers and be able to flip that seat. It's going to take work. And so
Well, yeah.
no fourth to me was just, okay, we're moving on. We got work to do.
Well, just think about so much of Southwest Virginia and Southside Virginia. You got a whole generation out there that have never, ever even seen a Democratic candidate run for
That's right.
office when you start talking about 10, 15 years.
Yep.
That's
They've
right.
never seen one.
And their families have only been hearing the rhetoric that comes out of the more elite spaces in
Yeah.
the country that denigrates the entire community. There is absolutely nothing wrong with coal country. These people are exquisite. We spend so much time with them. We've gone to their fish fries, we've gone to their food pantries, gone to their veterans festivals. We have never had anybody be angry with us. They
Mhm.
always want to talk. They're always polite. These are kind, loving people who want to vote for something positive, who want to vote for the future of their children, who aren't just interested in voting to dog whistles and people attacking people's personalities and their lives. It was really evident. And I think another thing that, is really important to point out here is the amount of votes that we basically effectively whipped across these 27 challenges, right? By virtue of us having people stand up at varying degrees of success in their communities, every single one of those communities had somebody to vote for the first time. And that had an effect on Abigail, on Hashmi, on the rest of the ticket.
Yeah.
These are basic principles that have been understood by our opponents on the Republican side since the 80s. When Karl Rove was pushing things in this direction, this is where they were going. And I mean, it's just kind of stunning to us that we can't seem to get the type of support that we need underneath our rural candidates. It's a bias, and it's got to be called out.
Well, I promised I'd keep y'all about 30 minutes and stuff because we're going to have you back on. And there's a lot more to talk about and stuff. Appreciate y'all coming on the podcast. Oh, y'all did have a wonderful campaign. It really was and stuff. And Cindy, you're right. You don't move the dial 70 points in one election or 80 points in our case up here in the coal fields. So,
Right. What it did do is it got people energized, and we've got a coalition building now of people that are excited about what are we going to do. So we are
yeah.
keeping this momentum going.
It was so impressive to me when I arrived in Roanoke for this conference. I got here early the night before, and I walked out my hotel door, and there was there was a political event occurring, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is. I had two separate people go, Mike McGirr. I'm like, what? It's like, that's crazy. And it turned out to be, Adam Murphy and Tracy Klotz. Eric Klotz, her husband, ran, and Adam is running for CD9 congressional district. That was shocking to me, and in the best possible way. So we're like out there selfieing, and then we went and had supper, and we got caught up on all the crazy stuff that's going on, and consultants sending ridiculous invoices claiming to have done work for people when they haven't done any work for people, wanting them to put them in their final reports to the government. And it's like, let's just make sure everybody knows about this. Let's just make sure, just let people know. And yeah. So anyway, thank you for having us on tonight, and
Make your
we're excited to see you again.